polls should be taken with more than just a pinch of salt. While they were not too off the mark at the national level in 2016, they got it quite wrong at the state level. They overcounted support for Hillary Clinton and undercounted support for Donald Trump. If you look at national polls, however, they can give you a good sense of who's likely to win the popular vote. This is the total number of votes a candidate wins aggregated across all states. Since early this year, Biden has been polling in the early 50s and Trump has been polling in the early 40s. This polling has been stable despite everything that's happened in this country. There's a raging pandemic now that's been in this country since about March. Unemployment reached record levels. The economy was badly hit by the pandemic. On top of that, you had a very divisive Supreme Court nomination, confirmation, and appointment. Through all of this, Americans have stuck by their candidate. And therefore, the polling hasn't changed much. It shows that the country is very polarized. You can win the popular vote, and it looks like Biden is heading in that direction, and you can still not win the presidency. This is what happened to Hillary Clinton in 2016. She got 3 million more votes approximately than Donald Trump, but she didn't win the Electoral College, and as a result of this, she didn't win the presidency. If a candidate wins a particular state, even by just a sliver, all the Electoral College votes in that state go to that candidate, barring 2 exceptions. To win the presidency, you need to win 270 of the 538 Electoral College votes. An Electoral College vote analysis by National Public Radio, NPR, concludes that even if Trump wins all the states that are toss-ups, so these are states that in this particular election could go either way, he would need to win at least one more state that either is likely to be won by Biden or leaning towards Biden. In this NPR analysis, the toss-up states are Iowa, Ohio, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Texas, and Arizona. It looks like that extra state the Trump campaign is eyeing is Pennsylvania. It's not a surprise that Trump was in Pennsylvania attending 4 rallies on Saturday. Obama and Biden were scheduled to be in Pennsylvania on Sunday. Pennsylvania has 20 Electoral College votes, and Biden is leading that state at the moment in terms of polling by an average of 3.7 points. That Joe Biden has a lead in most battleground states, now these are states that have historically gone either Democratic or Republican, means there are more paths open to Joe Biden to that magic 270 number than there are paths available to Donald Trump. If Biden wins all the states that, he's predicted to win that are likely to go to him, and if he wins 2 states, say North Carolina and Florida, from the list of the toss-up states that I just talked about, then he can seal the deal. Let's look at some battleground states. Now, these are states that, as I had said, historically either vote Democrat or Republican. Trump is leading in Texas by an average of 2.3 points in recent polls. The 2 candidates are tied in Ohio. Biden is just about leading by 0.8 percentage points in Georgia. In Wisconsin, Biden's leading by 6.4 percentage points. Michigan by 7.3 percentage points. And North Carolina by 1.2 points. In Arizona, if you look at the latest poll, Trump's leading by 4 percentage points. If you look at the average of polls, as I did for the other states, say in the last 10 days of October or so, Biden's leading, but just by about 0.1 percentage point. So even if we were to give Trump Arizona because he's leading by 4 percentage points in the latest poll, and also Texas where he's leading on average, Trump is still not leading Biden in any of the battleground states that he won in 2016. Apart from Arizona and Texas. In the last 6 presidential elections, the winner of the presidency has also won Florida. So Florida is a very important state. Trump won this by 1.2 percentage points in 2016, And Biden is currently leading that state on average by 1.2 percentage points. Also, for each poll, we have to look at whether the results are within the margin of error. In general, Clinton's support was overestimated in 2016 and Trump's support was underestimated. Many pollsters say they've corrected for this, such as by correcting the weightage given to whether a person has a college degree or not in predicting their voting preferences. However, we will not have a complete picture till after the elections. And in a few weeks, looking back, pollsters may find other factors that were not fully accounted for this year. Hindsight is always 20/20. So we'll just have to wait and see. In Washington, D.C., for The Hindu, I'm Sriram Lakshman.